This will be a best 2 out of 3 match in the finale of the 6v6 Metronome Tournament. And it will be for the Metronome Tournament Championship. Will it be Kasper or will it be Bongo? Let's see who takes battle 1. The Birds or Team Seahorse. Let's go.
To give up in this battle. The battle begins.
Ice Ball. It's against horses. A horse that can survive a few turns. If that would have been against Tropius, they would have died very soon. And then the big moves would have been against whatever Pokemon comes out next. Horsey already wishing that they would heal so that when they get more damaged by Ice Ball, they heal, they survive maybe for a little longer. Skirmishes like, hey, I want to heal. Any extra Ice Ball that Horsey can survive means one less Ice Ball that hits the Pokemon that comes after. Because even resisted a turn 4, turn 5 rollout or Ice Ball is huge.
It's a mental tug of war as they anticipate each
Ice Ball, I believe, does target a specific opponent. It just stops. It misses the second time. 10% chance each time that'll happen. Seahorse, what do you got? We're all rooting for you. Stone Edge! But misses. If that was on Swallow, there would have been massive damage. Fissure. Jazz trying the Fissure, but I'm pretty sure the others are both higher level, so it wouldn't have affected them anyway. Tropius is flying type 2. They try to one-hit KO on Horsey. Alright, Tropius going to the back. We'll see Tropius come out after Kyogre.
Lantern is sent out. Horsey restored its health. A heated battle is unfolding in the Colosseum.
Making a note of that to greatly increase the chance that I remember that it's at the back. Discharge could be incoming. It would be great from Seahorse if Discharge comes in now.
The sun's rays have suddenly intensified.
It's Aurora Beam. It's on Skarmory, so not super effective, but it's decent damage. Decent damage a few times adds up towards a KO. Focus Blast. There's no Tropius there anymore, so it's not resisted, but Skarmory's not that great at special attacks, and Dreamer's pretty good HP and special defense. Sunny, we already have a sunny day. I know you want to enjoy the warmth under the stars of Stargaze Coliseum, but we just set up sunny day. Literally earlier this turn. Alright, Willow, what are you going to do with that sunny day? You use Water Gun now? Fire Fang! That's boosted. Still resisted, but it's boosted by the sun.
Hit, but this is not a favorable matchup.
I should have screenshotted that. That would have been a good thumbnail. Sacred Fire? Why was that not on Skarmory? Why was that on Skarmory still? Big move. Burns him. That's actually for damage, that's good, but that activates Guts. Big damage boosted by the sun. That was good. Fire. 3 fire moves.
Torch by Fire Blast. But this is not a favorable
We do double sided. Are we going to see 4 damaging fire moves? No. That is much better than a damaging fire move because that makes sure Guts doesn't apply.
It couldn't survive the second hit and goes down.
That was a really cool sequence of events. 5-6, Bongo and Team Seahorse lead. And it was Bongo that had the U-turn, so I can just do the normal order here. We go dance with Samba.
The red corner has the lead when comparing the number of remaining Pokemon. But the battle has just begun.
Water Sport weakening fire moves. Like, I resisted, but I don't like that they're sun. We're all using fire moves, let's use Water Sport to weaken them. Encore. Oh no, Seahorse has to use more Metronome. That is so bad.
Solid hit.
Skarmory did get lucky in the previous turn,
That
yeah.
hurt.
Swallow got damaged, but could have
Well,
maybe made
both
use of
corners
that.
still have a chance to
Guts.
win this.
Guts is big,
What kind of
and
developments
thanks to
can we
Guts, they
expect
would have
to see
ignored the
next?
attack drop from the burn. But they need to get physical attacks and no special attacks or status moves. Screech, lowering the defense of Skarmory. Skarmory normally has, I think, 140 base defense, so it can take physical hits well. See what comes next. Skarmory with Flame Wheel, more resistant to fire moves. And it's extra resistant because of water sports, even with the sun active. Dynamic Punch. Big hit and confusion.
It's being ganged up on. Oh no! It attacked itself! The sunlight in the Colosseum is blinding. I wonder how this is going to affect the battle. The move fails. A light hit.
Oh, Growl. That's gonna weaken Flame Wheel even more if it comes out. Or any other physical fire move like Fire Fang.
Well, both corners still
And the
have
sun
a
is
chance
gone.
to
That
win
will
this.
weaken the fire
What
moves
kind of
more.
developments can we expect to see next?
Come on, use physical fire moves, Skarmory. Or Ludicolo. Do it. Seismic Toss. Horsey is a level 89, so that's big damage.
A beautiful attack.
Good hit by Horsey. Very well done. Go Seahorse. Surviving still. That's Sky Attack. That's Stab. Growl affected, but it's Stab. Another big move by Ludicolo, but this time it's resisted. It's not going to do a lot. Tail Whip lowering the defenses further.
Fell.
Skarmory already has -3 defense now because we had Screech earlier, if you remember. Oh, Encore ended. Horsey can now use Metronome
The
again.
battle rages on.
How lucky.
Which corner will make the attack that could change the situation?
Alright, physical move on Skarmory, please. No, we are going to send Ludicolo to the back. That's Porygon Z. What slot is Porygon Z normally?
Sky attack rains down havoc. It went down.
Got it here, but I need to check which was... Kasper was Group H. Porygon Z is slot 5. So that for them, it'll be slot 4. Actually, no, they have slot 2 and 3 out right now, so 4, 5, 6 left. Slot 4, then 6, then 5 for player A order. And here it was slot 4, 5, 6, then 3, because we have Tropius in slot 3. Yes.
Nidoqueen is sent out. In terms of the number of remaining Pokemon, it's an
Gotta
even
keep it
50-50.
fair.
Both sides still have a chance to
And
win.
use the correct order. I have to pay attention to both of them. Where's the physical move against Skarmory? They have really low defense now.
Oh, light hit.
That doesn't do much against Nidoqueen. What do you got, Seahorse? Come on. Full tackle on Skarmory. Or Mega Horn, because Skarmory resists that. Good damage. Well done, Seahorse. That's a nice hit. Fire Punch. Here's a fire move.
It's being ganged up on.
Decent damage. Adds up. Do we get a burn? We do not. Skarmory for cross chop. Resisted poison point will not apply because it's steel type. We're going for a stat boost.
Its stats rose.
Special attack and special defense boosted for Porygon Z. Seahorse, physical move. On Skarmory to take it out. Petal Dance, no, that's special and 4 times resisted. But its damage. However, I think Petal Dance is like Outrage where you don't select the target, so that might go on Porygon Z still. Grass Knot. Still special and 4 times resisted. Skarmory is a -3 physical defense. I know Petal Dance looks like it's a contact move, like with the animation going towards the opponent. Grass Knot actually is a contact move, believe it or not. But both of those are special. Hit physical on the Skarmory. I realize I'm saying that for a thing with high physical defense, but it's a -3. Petal Dance hit the Skarmory again. What I was trying to say earlier, I'm not sure if I finished that thought. Things like Outrage and Petal Dance, you just go into a random opponent. At least for Outrage, that makes sense for the lore of the move. Oh no, Tessarian, what are you doing? But because you just go into an Outrage, you don't select your opponent. It's random each time. Haze. That removes all the stat changes. Which undoes Calm Mind, but it also gets Jazz its defense back. So not only does Skarmory have a lot more HP now, it has its defenses back. Alright, Poison Sting. We're going to see a Poison Seahorse. 30% chance. Seahorse stays in it. Hits Porygon Z this time. And they don't have that special defense thanks to Haze, so that's some nice damage. If they would have just hit Porygon Z more, they would have gone down now. Headbutt. Is that the KO on Porygon Z? It is. 4-5. Normally if Porygon Z is gone, that means the last Pokemon comes out, but it was centered early by Whirlwind, so we're not there yet. Skarmory, you've been given a much better chances here to survive. Rock 2 on the Seahorse, lowering its speed, but Seahorse still lives. It's confused now, so it can hit itself. Let's see, what order do you have to play? I have 4, 6, then 5.
Is sent out. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
Seahorse could be, well, is really close to going down, and it can hit itself a confusion as well. Aria boosting its evasion. It's a legitimate strategy. See if it can avoid some attacks. Saren, what do you got? Ice Beam on Altaria. Attack order. We've tried that before. Misses again. Galera, the paralysis on Horsey. Which could be good because then maybe it just doesn't hit itself due to paralysis. No, I think the paralysis check actually comes after confusion. Maybe. So then it actually is bad to have paralysis. If paralysis check comes before confusion, it might be good. Polish. That is boosted evasiveness and boosted speed. It was already going first, and now it's definitely going first. Trying to lower the evasiveness, but the evasiveness helps them avoid the move that would have put their evasiveness back to neutral.
Its evasiveness fell.
Alright, hit Thunder on Skarmory then. Fire Blast. They have lowered evasion. Dynamic Punch again on that slot. This time a Nidoqueen gets confused.
But this is not a favorable matchup.
We've seen Tropius Lantern and now Nidoqueen in that slot. Seahorse is still surviving. Cross Poison, but it doesn't affect Skarmory. It got through paralysis and confusion to even try it. And there's a remaining Pokemon. It is advantage Bongo, but they have a confused and paralyzed Seahorse, a lower HP to Sarion. And I don't remember what Tropius or Ludicolo had for their HP. Sacred Fire! Doesn't do much into Sarion. Ah, burn. That's 1/8 of its max health again. Plus the confusion.
Oh no! It attacked
Doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it means it can't attack, and that's bad. Both confused Pokemon and Bongo side now. Nightshade, that's gone.
Slammed him.
Sarion out. 4-4.
And goes down.
Again, Seahorse gets through it. Seahorse, give us a big move. Get a KO. Flatter. We get more confusion. Sure, I guess that could work.
Oh, it was confused.
It's 5, 6, then 3. So we see Malaise next.
Latias is sent out.
I'm trying to think, what is Ludicolo's ability on Kasper's team? Because no matter which ability it is, it's going to be the final Pokemon. It's likely going to come out after Kyogre on Bongo's side, which means Rain is active. Bongo's already behind. And now we're going to see either a Swift Swim or a Rain Dish, and Rain Dish is massive in a Metronome tournament if you can get the rain up. Yeah, Seahorse is down, it's so sad. If that Ludicolo has Rain Dish, that's massive. Swift Swim can be too, because it just goes first, it's helpful. Whirlwind, something to the back again. Is it going to be Kyogre? Yes. The rain is already active unless someone uses Sunny Day, Hail, or Sandstorm. That's staying. So now we actually send out slot 3 because Latias went to the back as well. Tropius comes out in the rain, so its ability Chlorophyll doesn't come out. Well, actually, earlier when we were in the sun, was... No, I think... Tropius was already U-turned out, right? So Chlorophyll never activated? It's the lead now for Kasper, 4 against 3. And their Ludicolo will have, likely, their ability active the moment it comes in. It's going to come out last, though, so there's opportunities to remove the rain from the field. There's only 3 moves right now that can do it. Screech, lowering Altara's defenses this time. Skarmory has survived even longer than Seahorse did. Is Musa here to take revenge? Spike sets up damage for future Pokemon. Ludicolo takes damage from it. They have a lot of birds. Togekiss, I believe, is their normal final Pokemon. That wouldn't take damage. Only Ludicolo takes damage from it. No, Ludicolo... Does Ludicolo only have Swift Swim? I know Rain Dish exists on a few Pokemon.
It fell asleep.
I would have to check. Well, we'll find out once Ludicolo comes out what its ability is.
Got to hurt.
Let's check. Ludicolo.
Oh!
Can have Rain Dish. It was able to have Rain Dish even in Gen 3.
Tropius won't wake up. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this.
Sometimes when someone signs up, they choose the ability for their Pokemon. Most of the time, it's the one that I feel like gives you slightly more chances in Metronome battle. Sometimes they leave it up to me. If someone doesn't choose or says, hey, you go for it, I choose.
Solid hit.
I'm pretty sure anytime I had the choice between Swift Swim and Rain Dish, I chose Rain Dish. Because that is more likely to give you an advantage, in my opinion, than Swift Swim does. Ludicolo definitely has Rain Dish in Gen 3 for Mirror B, uses Trident, so it's, yeah. In his battles, he has both a Swift Swim and some Rain Dish and others, and he uses Rain Dance.
Still can't move. It's pouring rain in the Colosseum. I wonder how this is going to affect
unless
the battle.
Kasper specifically chose for Ludicolo to have Swift Swim, it should have Rain Dish. Rain Dish, just like Swift Swim, activates in the rain, and it heals you for 1/16 of your max health every turn. And this is permanent range, so that's massive. It'll undo the spikes damage in 2 turns.
It was paralyzed.
Paralyzed Skarmory, but it is also a living Skarmory. It survives still. We have seen literally every Pokemon on Bongo's team already.
It hit 2
Jazz
Pokemon
survives.
at once. That dealt
Lowered
some
speed for
damage,
both.
too.
Good hit on Altaria due to its 4 times weakness. Not confused anymore, and Jazz does have that special attack boost from Flatter. Doesn't make use of it. Hits a Dizzy Punch on Tropius.
Solid hit.
No one's really gotten too far into the lead, which keeps people guessing, keeps the fight exciting. In terms of the Pokemon remaining on the field right now, advantage Bongo, Arya, relatively low health, Jazz very low and paralyzed. Also their speed is lower. So Bongo, what can you do? You could get the lead again. It's 4 against 3 now. It could be 2 against 3 at the end of the turn if you just pull 2 good moves out. And then you need to focus on Ludicolo. Defog. Oh, when that animation started, I thought we might see Perish Song. We've seen Perish Song twice in the bronze match. We've seen a self-destruct, which only took out the user, but we've seen self-destruct. Blizzard, yes, Tropius.
A frigid shot from Blizzard.
Takes out Jazz, 4 times super active on Altaria. 2 against 3. Bongo is in the lead again. We started with the lead for Bongo, then it was tied, then Bongo leads, then tied. Kasper leads, Bongo leads. And now we get to find out what Ludicolo has. And we still need to do the correct order. Here's Lovey, the Togekiss, will not get hit by spikes. Ludicolo will. Does it have Swift Swim or does it have Rain Dish? And what HP does it have remaining? Because I don't remember. Alright, it's at about 2/3.
A chilling breeze can be felt in the Coliseum.
It has Rain Dish. Bongo needs to focus either complete the Ludicolo or completely ignore it, because then it'll heal. And then only target it once you get to 2v1. If you do half Togekiss, half Ludicolo, that's bad because Ludicolo will keep healing. Captivate is going to lower the special attack of Tropius by a lot.
Its special attack fell.
Maybe Brave Bird super effective? No more Confused Keiko. We're going to see a Thunder maybe. Teleport that doesn't do anything.
Fails.
It's completely useless like Splash in a battle. It's in the Gen 7 or 8, I think, that it effectively became a switch move like U-turn. Little bit of damage. Frozen Solid on Togekiss. We take those for Bongo team.
Well, both corners still have a chance to win this.
Frozen in the air feels a bit weird. Shouldn't you fall to the ground? But we'll just go with it. There's many things about Pokemon that are illogical if you think about it. Kyogre's swimming in the air, so yeah. Gen 8 teleport has switch back. Thank you. Stealth Rock comes in. Won't do much. It will affect Malaise the Latias for 1/8 of its health as damage. So it does about the same as Spikes did, because Spikes was only the 1/8 of damage against Ludicolo. Looks like they're focusing on Togekiss first. It's a legitimate strategy.
A small hit.
Bit of damage. And Clamp will deal damage in between turns for a little while. Samba heals again. Already healed away the damage that it took from Spikes.
Togekiss still can't move. A well-aimed attack. Kyogre cannot move. Tropius uses its move.
That was a big move by Samba, not only critting the secret power, but in Stargazer Coliseum, the added effect, which it got, which is a chance by itself, is Flinch. Go to Flinch, didn't get the move.
Corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going
I'm
to
not
take
sure
the
who'll win
glory?
this. Pokemon remaining advantage is Bongo, but they have the lower health on Keiko. I don't think Malaise was super low. Malaise, I think, had quite a lot of HP left. Lovey's frozen, but Samba's healing. Shadow Claw on the Gen 4 Togekiss, something that would have hit a Gen 7 Metronome tournament. Yes. Charge Beam, trying to up its special attack. Gets it, 70% chance, likely to happen. Ludicolo becomes even more dangerous. It went to the back thanks to Whirlwind, and oh my god, it has Smash! That's almost a KO on Togekiss. Ludicolo keeps healing, but it could become a 2v1 scenario if Togekiss goes down next. And it's a 20% chance every turn for Togekiss to thaw out. Aqua Ring, that's healing on Tropius now, the same heal effectively that Samba gets. Samba's one will be removed the moment rain is removed, if someone uses Hail, Sunny Day, or Sandstorm. Tropius' one can't be removed because it can't switch out.
Is sent out.
That is a permanent heal now for 1/16 of his max health from Musa. Aqua Ring and Ingrain are among the better moves that you can get in a Metronome tournament, especially if you're a defensive mon. 2 against 2. With Togekiss almost down. Rapid Spin, that's going to remove Stealth Rock. Doesn't do too much, but I guess it's cool that we see it. Togekiss still frozen in the air. And they keep attacking Togekiss as well. They follow the strategy that I mentioned. Either fully attack the Rain Dish healer, or completely ignore it and wait until the 2v1 scenario. Mud Slap. Little damage, but lowers accuracy, which is useful. That'll probably come into play at some point. Heals even more. It's now already at a higher health than what it started with, and it's taken a few minor hits. Plus spikes. Samba's doing really well by the fact that it was sent out. In this match, if Samba gets U-turn and gets Whirlwinded out, that's positive. I was gonna say, will we see it in the grand final? Yes, we do!
The blue corner has no Pokemon that can move.
And it's Bongo using it. Which means Struggle by Ludicolo, which means 1/8 its max, no, 1/4. A quarter of its max health dealt as damage every turn. Rain Dish might help it survive an extra turn, but this is massive. Togekiss in a way is happy that it's frozen, but unless Malaise goes down and it's at really high HP... Oh, this is huge. Unless Malaise takes itself out with something like Self-Destruct, this should just be over. Right? Right? U-turn. There's no Pokemon in the back to switch out to. Otherwise, Struggle would have already been gone. Samba deals a bit and they correctly attack Latias. Does get the crit. It reminds me of that match that Trevor had against Jared with a double crit Struggle with Staraptor. And remember, this isn't just Struggle is happening. Musa is also still healing. Samba heals a bit, so they might just survive another Struggle. But with Struggle, they're not going to take a Malaise. They need to take out themselves. So either Malaise uses something like Self-Destruct, or Malaise and the Musa continuously get presents from Metronome and then heal the opponent. That's it. That is how this is going to end. Or it's just Struggle and it's a 2-0. And Bongo would take game 1. Both trainers have had the lead in this fight. Started with Bongo, went to Kasper, goes back to Bongo. Togekiss is still there, but just because it keeps being frozen, which means it survives, but it also isn't dealing any damage. This is going to be the final turn of Struggle for Samba. And then potentially Musa and Malaise would just have to attack Togekiss. That, if they are capable of choosing their attack target for the damaging moves, they should go for Togekiss, just in case it doesn't unthaw, because it will be 1v2 after this turn otherwise. Haze removes stat changes, but it doesn't affect Struggle. Thaws out! That ends Togekiss. It's been close all the way through, and we thought with Rain Dish, Ludicolo had a big shot, and it absolutely did.
That just goes to show you, you never know what
But we didn't see it in the bronze match in either of the battles. Malaise pulls out the Imprison at a crucial moment to make sure that more damage is dealt every turn than their dangerous. Rain Dish can heal. They undid their effective mistake from whirlwinding out the Ludicolo, which then activated Rain Dish due to their own Kyogre. Bongo takes game 1. And so far in the first 2 tournaments and in the bronze match, we've never needed a game 3 in the best 2 of 3. However, it is still best 2 out of 3. Will Kasper change it and bring us to game 3? Or will Bongo and Team Seahorse become the champion in the next battle? We're going to stay in Stargazer Coliseum. All the excitement will still be here. The next battle could be the final one in this 64-person tournament. Team Seahorse, you're so close. Just one more. I have said throughout the tournament and throughout group stages, and especially after seeing Group A and B with the Rattata team, with the Magikarp team, with the Zigzagoon team, lower base stat total has a slight disadvantage compared to the really high ones. However, it doesn't mean everything. The level scaling, I feel like, has been very positive for the tournament. I think it's been very exciting. Tournament 2, I did mix it up a bit by forcing people, I believe, into a certain average of base stat total, forcing them to use some really weak Pokemon. If they wanted to use something like Arceus, they'd have to counter it by using something like Weedle. Or they stay in the middle a lot. But it did mean that if a Horsey was to fight a Kyogre, Kyogre still has a massive advantage because they were still both the same level. It's just the average of the base stat totals across the team would have to be, I believe, 420. Here it's different. The lower level Pokemon are actually... No, the lower base stat total Pokemon are a much higher level. Give them much more of an equal playing field. Probably speed is the least important stat, but sometimes going first is good, especially if you can get a KO. If you can put the opponent to sleep, use Imprison to make sure that they can't do anything, and then they struggle afterwards. Who's going to do the first big important move here? Grass Whistle that puts Seahorse to sleep. Gonna take a nap.
Its accuracy fell.
So it's not gonna do too much yet. We do have damage.
The opponent. Horsey
But it missed.
still can't move.
Defend order boosting its already good defenses. What are you gonna do next? Imprison? This Skarmory has used Imprison before. If someone at high HP pulls out Imprison, that's so massive. Neither Tropius or Horsey is very physically defensive.
The air in the Coliseum is
But they're both at high health, so they're gonna take quite a bit of struggle damage. And force the opponents into massive recoil. Would we be able to do the Gen 7 tournament next? And then there's less chances of struggle happening. We'll still do the 16 power points. Lepiberry holding for most Pokemon. So getting there the regular way is about the same, but less chances of getting a move like spiked, less chances of getting a move like transform, less chances for imprison or torment because there's just more moves in the randomized pool. So less chance of struggle, which I think I like. I don't mind struggle existing, but lowering the chances by effectively just having more moves, I think is a positive for the enjoyment of the Metronome tournament. And with it being more rare, when it does happen, something like Imprison, it's even more massive because of how unlikely it is. Seahorse is awake. Deals massive damage against Skarmory. Very good physical move on a high defense steel type with +1 defense. Oh, you're awake? Mwah! Get confused. Seahorse just doesn't know what's happening. It's sent out in the battle, and then it was suddenly dreaming out about a bunch of birds, and it wakes up, and then it gets a kiss from a bird that's made out of steel somehow. It's still trying to figure out how that works. Big damage already on the Swallow, so could that be the first KO we see? Ring out. Nope, nope.
Can't hit the opponent.
Again, misses with a normal move. The ring out would have dealt decent damage. The special attack on Swallow isn't high, but the opposing Pokemon's health was good. Ooh, aromatherapy, does that affect infusion like full heal would? Or is that only the major status aim with like paralysis and burn? Guess we'll find out. Healing Wish by Jazz, and that was the one with high health.
Taken down by Healing Wish.
That's not good for Kasper.
Ludicolo is sent out.
Skill swap. So, if Tropius makes it to the end of the fight, or at least gets to Kyogre, Tropius will heal with Rain Dish. Okay, so the most evil combination of moves that could now happen is Musa the Tropius gets imprisoned, and then Horsey gets whirlwinded or roared out into Kyogre. Because then we get Imprison on a high health Pokemon that has a healing active. X is Willow dealing some damage against Horsey. Yeah, the Skarmory is down. That might have been the last time we've seen that Skarmory in this tournament.
Oh no!
Aromatherapy does not heal confusion. It's still there.
The move fails.
Swallow goes down with a big critical hit. Not necessary, but it's down. Bongo leads by 2 Pokemon. That's 4 Pokemon away from a championship. Here comes Altaria.
Altaria is sent out. The red corner currently leads. Can they end this quickly? Horsey went down,
Bye, Horsey.
but it left a parting gift.
Is that the last time we saw Seahorse? Did Seahorse leave the parting gift weaken Altaria for the rest to take care of? Did Horsey set up the fact that Musa should just survive, but they want to make sure they get to Kyogre early to help the Rain Dish? Is that the plan?
Ludicolo still can't pull off a move.
I'm gonna miss Seahorse if that's the last time. Poison Fang. There's a good chance of poisoning. What are we gonna do? Nope. That's not a poison. It's a 4-5 score. We still have the lead.
Well, both corners
for
still
Bongo.
have a chance to win this. What kind of developments can we expect to see next? Its stats rose.
Okay, we're getting another big one. But it doesn't KO anything else.
It was an amazing attack, sacrificing itself like that, but it was the
Was
only
that
one
Samba's
going down.
final dance? Everyone about half health damage. 3-5. Bongo, you are 3 Pokemon remaining for my championship.
Dealing damage.
Aria's below half health. You do the boing boing move, and Aria is at half attack and special attack. And Shinzo, who is rooting for Bongo, is like, yeah, outstanding move, Samba. Well done. And then Tropius just splashes because it doesn't matter. 3 Pokemon
Is sent out.
for a championship. But Dreamer and Muse are weakened now as well, and there's so many moves that can change this. We saw in the first group, I think in round 1, it was Gong versus my brother's team. I don't remember what my brother's team was called, but it was the Zigzagoon team against the defensive team of Gong. Where Gong was leading 4-against-1 against one Zigzagoon, and the Zigzagoon pulled it back to 1-1, but then lost. Tropius is basically taunting at this point. Yeah, it is.
Nicely done. Lantern faces a great deal of pressure. Its defense rose. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. What kind of developments can we expect to see next? Hit! Magnitude shakes the ground. It went down.
There goes Lantern. Taunt would be an incredible move at this point, yeah. Hi, TJ. Oh, you were talking earlier. I just didn't notice specifically that it was you. It was just... I guess I was just paying attention to general what someone was saying. You've been talking for a while. Sorry about that. Alright, 3-against-4. TJ, did you see the bronze match? Were you there for it? Hyper Beam from Porygon Z!
A fierce blow. Nidoqueen.
It didn't KO? Does it not have adaptability? How does that not KO off of Super Stab? Still massive move though. It's stuff like that that Kasper needs to stay in this. No substitute for Tisserra, it's too low health. Porygon Z wants to win, yeah. It realized that it needs to get big moves and get big moves soon. Flash lowering the accuracy for when Porygon Z gets attacks again in 2 turns.
Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. What kind of developments can we expect to see next? A small hit.
Sorry, on healing there could be massive. It was such low health.
Porygon Z uses its move. This is not a favorable matchup.
Alright, to the back. TJ, if you missed it, the VOD of this stream will be watchable after this stream, and otherwise in a week or two it'll be on... Probably in about a week. Week and a bit, it'll be on YouTube.
Coliseum is getting heavy.
Rain. Wait, did I miss a move? Why is Rain Dish off the table? Musa's still there. Did it get gastro-acided? I was looking at Shell Lunch for a second. Hyper Beam again! Even if it didn't get gastro-acided, it got Hyper Beam to death. We got two Super Stab Hyper Beams from Porygon Z. Oh my god, Porygon Z wants to turn this around. If Kasper becomes champion, if Kasper even gets to game 3, MVP Porygon Z, can we just say that? Massive damage Nidoqueen. It was forced to heal to even get anywhere, but at least it didn't have Substitute active. And then it destroyed Tropius. We get a lead seed, which is massive in Metronome tournaments. I thought Bongo was leading 3-5. Arya skill swap with Musa. And then you turned out of the fight. Okay. I missed the skill swap then. I'm pretty sure that does reset the ability. 3 against 3 with less HP on Bongo's side. And we have Leech Seed active. Advantage Kasper. We're going back and forth and I love it. Bongo's been in the lead since the first KO. Heal block that stops the healing from Leech Seed. But it doesn't really matter if Togekiss is already at full health. The damage from Leech Seed will still happen, and the HP not healing doesn't matter. Except now it does. Leaf Blade.
But this is not a favorable matchup.
We should see the damage, but not the heal. After Lobby's attack.
Its health sap
yeah, the Nidoqueen's gonna go down soon.
It's not gonna be able to withstand much more. The air in the Coliseum is getting heavy.
One of the few times that heal block is nice. Because not only is Nidoqueen taking 1/8 of its max health as damage every turn, Togekiss would have healed 1/16 of Nidoqueen's health every turn. Because it's half of what Nidoqueen takes as loses as HP, Togekiss would heal.
Its stats rose. A beautiful attack. Ah, it was poison. Togekiss uses its
poison is not good. We keep getting things that add more to this fight. Rocky Champ's out. Heal block not yet. They're almost done, but we got poison damage. And that poison damage is more than what Leech Seed would have healed anyway. Leech Seed's gonna be gone soon too, because Tasarion will be gone, making it a likely 2v2 pretty soon. Unless Duckworth pulls out another Hyper Beam against Malaise. Bongo needs to focus on Porygon Z now, yeah, I agree. Thunder Wave, paralyze Porygon Z. Lower chance to get an attack off, and it will go last. Well, last after this turn, I think. Toxic Spikes, that affects Kyogre. That's not good. No good for Bongo. And Nidoqueen's already out, it can't undo it now. Curse doesn't help you, lead seed. Growing into more pain from the poison. At least Dogakis has another few turns of attacking. Probably 2 more, just if it doesn't take another hit. Sorry, I'm down. Still no healing. And even if heal block ends now, there's no more lead seed. 3 against 2. This is the first time this battle the lead is on Kasper's side. We get Kyogre, we get the Big Mon, we get the Rain. But Kyogre's poisoned. That's 1/8 of its max health every turn.
Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. What kind of developments can we expect to see
188
next?
is not divisible by 8. So, purely on poison damage, it would take 9 turns to take Kyogre out.
A light hit.
Seismic toss on Porygon Z. Not a high level for Kyogre, but it's decent damage. That's what they need. Decent damage or bigger. Kyogre's on a timer. Malaise is not, so this doesn't have to be bad. Defense boost, Porygon Z, okay. So it gets down. It's 2 against 2 again. That's what we had in Battle 1. We went back and forth. We got to 2 against 2, and then we saw him prison. That was when there was Rain Dish active. Now there's no Rain Dish, but there's poison on Kyogre. We do have a paralyzed Duckworth, and Ari had low health, I forgot. So there's definitely opportunities for Bongo here. If they get some decent hits early, maybe Duckworth gets fully paralyzed for a turn. They can make it into a 2v1 scenario pretty quickly. Eruption from good health.
It hit 2 Pokemon at once.
Or not. Barely does anything. Okay. Magnitude. That hits everyone except Latias. That's Porygon Z and Kyogre. Probably not good to deal damage to everyone. Just because they don't want Duckworth to go down. Stalling for time. Oh yeah, the rain, of course, weakens Eruption. Flash Cannon. That boost from Stockpile really helping Porygon Z survive there. Against all 3 moves. Might have been down otherwise. Brave Bird, that's recoil as well.
An exhausting battle between
Malaise down to just under half health. Duckworth close to being KO'd, so is Arya. Keiko is on a timer, but there's still a decent amount of turns, you'd think, for Bongo to do something. One big move, Bongo could win it. One big move, and we could force a game 3 for the first time in Metronome tournament history. This could be the final time I press the button in this tournament. Light screen to help defense. So you want to attack now. Get that KO, get the 2v1 scenario. This is close, this is tense. Thrash. That's damage for 3 turns in a row. That could take out Latias next turn or deal good damage against Keiko. That's 2 or 3 turns worth of damage. Ingrain helps heal Kyogre. It'll survive a bit longer, but poison will still deal more damage than Ingrain will heal. Shadow Claw is super effective. Latias down.
Shadow Claw hits.
2v1 lead Kasper. Both Kasper's Pokemon are low health. Ingrain on Kyogre, but poison deals more damage. Ingrain heal comes first, which is good to know. That could help Kyogre survive a hit or survive the poison damage later on.
Stands with their backs against the wall. The rest.
Arya has Thrash for at least 1 more turn. That is big, getting a move like that. If they go for turn 3, that's over. Take out Altaria, Kyogre, Swift. Decent hit.
Two Pokemon at once.
Both survive. Paralysis and Porygon Z, they still attack through it. Heck doesn't do much.
A clean
Crit though! I think that's enough for 1/16 left. Altaria doesn't get the third Thrash, but I don't think we're gonna get there. I think Poison just takes him out. No, there's 1 HP!
Kyogre.
That's the 1 HP!
Gone.
1 HP! Please, don't be an anticlimax. Aria, I think, still gets to move before Kyogre, right? Or Surf. Yeah, you Surf Kyogre. Who? Before we go into the moves, guys, who moved first in the last few turns? Was it Aria or Keiko? Who's the faster one? I don't remember. Aria's faster, so Aria still has an opportunity to tell Keiko and be anticlimactic about it. But it's confused. Hit yourself. Hit yourself would have been a 1v1 because of paralyzed mon. Kyogre has 1 turn. Rock Smash! No!
Bam!
For the first time in my Metronome tournament history,
It's down.
we are going to game 3. That was exciting at the end.
Over. The
Kasper
winner has
wins.
won the game.
2-0. It keeps being 2-0. Who takes the championship? One more battle decides it. Kasper. Bongo. Yeah. Porygon carried that round. I said it earlier. 2 massive hyper beams. The damage on Nidoqueen. And then just a KO as well on... Who was it? Not Latias. Lantern? At least double hybrid massive damage, no matter what. Yeah, with the Tekken 8 announcer voice. Final round! Fight! And that is what we will do. We have just a single battle remaining to decide our new champion. Kasper, Bongo, the floor is yours. One more time. One final battle in this massive tournament. Seahorse.
This is an
Bird and
important
Duck.
battle for both trainers.
Which team
It's time
takes
to
it?
think about a cautious battle strategy. The battle begins.
In a way, it would be exciting to see in prison. In a way, it would not. I don't want it to be anticlimactic. So let's not do in prison. It's been really close both times. Back and forth. One person leading tied. Other person leading tied. Taking over from each other. It's been really exciting this grand final. First time we're doing a game 3. Oh, we got supporters for both teams. With Team Seahorses more. Skirmishes again tries to heal on turn 1. You're not damaged yet, buddy. Nasty plot. Ooh. Are we going to see the special move, or are we going to see what mostly happens with Belly Drum users? Who sacrifice half their health for a massive attack stat, but then only use status and special moves. Most of the time. Discharge incoming? That'd be huge if... we'd probably see 3 KOs if Tropius pulls out a Discharge right now. The last appearance of Seahorse, no matter what. What can Seahorse do in this final battle? Skirmishes boosts its critical hit ratio. Alright. Tropius are going to pull out the Discharge. Lava Plume. Explosion. Lava Leakers. It's not a special move, and you also did put them to sleep. Very minor advantage to Kasper because of that damage, but in a Metronome tournament, this means very little. You need the Pokemon advantage. You need certain damage output, like with Poison or Hail, to really be able to say something. And even then, it can change. You can get Explosion or Parasong. You can get really weak moves multiple times in a row. You can have a Belly Drum boost, but then be forced out by Roar or Whirlwind and lose that entire advantage. String Shot, still no massive damage. That first big move is yet to happen.
Its speed fell.
Lower speed for Tropius and Horsey, but it wasn't like they were super fast anyway. U-turn! And we make zero use of the Nasty Plot boost. Tropius to the back again.
Lantern is sent out. The air in the Colosseum is tense.
Assuming we see old players' Pokemon, Tropius will be the final one that's sent out now on Bongo's side.
Swallow uses its
So, Magnet Rise. Very good. Very useful move. Yes, gives you an extra immunity that you can definitely make use of. Yup. Iron Head Stab, but it's resisted. Seahorse does take more damage. Can he get flinched? We'll see in a bit if it will. Lantern doesn't have that speed drop. Hyper Beam, but on the wrong thing. Okay damage at best, and the Lantern has to skip a turn. Not a great start for Bongo, but they're also not that far behind. Sludged, blown target.
Still can't pull off a move. Not much has happened. Who will change things up?
Come on, Seahorse. We want to see something massive from you in this final battle. Even if it doesn't give you the victory, we want massive stuff. Another amazing, useful move by Swallow. At least Kasper's joining Bongo and using some very useful moves. Mod Shot, super effective. Not a lot of damage, but it's super effective. And I believe that lowers speed. So both speed drop on both of Bongo's Pokemon again. Seahorse, what do you got? Just throw in a Hydro Pump. Or Discharge now would be massive. Revenge, they did get hit. Not by Swallow, but they got hit. Does that count? If it wasn't... If Revenge is using against a Pokemon that didn't hit the user of Revenge, does that boost its power? I'm not 100%. U-turn for Swallow. We're changing the order for both teams again.
That dealt some massive damage.
Look at how they're going to hold a Pokeball now. Even though Kasper doesn't use Pokeballs. Switching out with U-turn always shows the Pokeball on him. The animation with the Pokeball. It's an oversight, I think, in the programming.
It hit two Pokemon at once.
So both teams, their final Pokemon will be in slot 3. It's Swallow and Tropius. Brine, that stab. That's good damage. Do that again, and Skirmishes down due to Brine's additional... Well, not additional effect, just Brine's effect. Double damage to the opponent is below half health.
Not much has happened. Who will change things up? The move fails. Its evasiveness fell.
Lock punch, little damage.
A small hit.
Dreamer, you're dreaming of that championship, and you're one fight away. Another Mach Punch on Ludicolo.
It's being ganged up on. A heated battle is unfolding in the Colosseum. Skarmory starts to attack.
Seahorse survives for now, but I don't think it's going to survive for much longer. We still don't have a KO. We just have two Pokemon that U-turned out of there. Seahorse uses Quick Attack. More bits of damage, but eventually it'll add up to a KO. Spatial Rend. Ludicolo is not being targeted.
The air in the Colosseum is tense.
Not much of a difference in remaining HP. Bit of an advantage for Kasper, but not a lot. Still no KO. We're still waiting for that big move.
The move fails.
Toxic Spikes being used by either team wouldn't affect much because most of Kasper's Pokemon aren't affected by Toxic Spikes. Only Porygon Z is out of the remaining ones. Oh, Horsey's down. Seahorse, we'll miss you. Oh, Seahorse's final time in the tournament. And Toxic Spikes being used against Bongo wouldn't do anything. Unless Roar Whirlwind or something is going to be used, because, well, if it would have come out here, Nidoqueen would have absorbed the Toxic Spikes.
Nidoqueen is sent out. The blue corner has the lead when comparing the number of remaining
Let's see if
Pokemon.
you can get some Poison Point activations.
Has just begun. The move can't hit the opponent.
Nature Power and a Stargazer Coliseum. That's Rock Slide.
Rock Slide tumbles
Crit on
down.
Dreamer and it's down.
It's down.
Kasper's a 2 Pokemon lead. Won't take too much to get 2 of Kasper's Pokemon, but still, 2 Pokemon lead is a 2 Pokemon lead. Mega Kick.
Hit.
Big damage. Poison Point question mark? No. Here's Malace.
Latias is sent out. The blue corner currently leads. Can they end this quickly?
Definitely not over for Bongo, but it's not looking that good. We've never seen a Game 3, and therefore we've also never seen a comeback in the match from being 1-0 behind in the best 2 out of 3 to get to the victory.
Hits. It keeps dealing damage.
Kasper's close to taking it in Game 1 with that Ludicolo with Rain Dish. But then Imprison sealed the deal, literally.
Hit, but this is not a favorable matchup.
This is an exciting final. This would have to go up against probably Jared versus Trevor for a most exciting matchup, or definitely one of the most exciting ones. I'd say probably Trevor Jared still wins it. Because part of what makes this matchup exciting is that it gets back and forth. Max 2 Pokemon apart, usually 1. But there was so many great moments in that individual battle already. And this is spread across multiple. Bug Bite takes the Leopard Berry, so would Skarmory survive a long time? They struggle earlier.
Hit.
That's Overheat. That's against Skarmory.
Cooked by overheat.
That's the first KO on the other side. Score goes to
It
5-4.
couldn't survive the second hit and goes down.
Nidoqueen does have its special attack halved. So probably want to try to do more physical moves from here. String Shot again lowers the speed. If there's been 5 Pokemon active on Bongo's side, this battle so far, all have had their speed lowered. 2 by String Shot, 1 by Mud Shot. Oh, I almost pressed Willow there. I need to not press that.
Altaria is sent out. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. What kind
Still
of
need to keep that
developments
correct
can we
order.
expect to
Swellow and
see next?
Tropius are last. Kasper keeps going first because of the string shot and the other speed lowering. Crush grip. Will do decent damage. Critical hits, but that's contact, poison point. Yes! This time that activates, so that helps. It's consistent damage against Aria. Bongo loves to see that. 1/8 of their max at every turn. Sometimes you don't even get regular attacks that do that much damage. 1/8. So to know to get that every turn is very useful. It's not an immediate advantage, but it's big.
It hits.
So Bongo probably wants to focus on Ludicolo now, because we're gonna see Altaria go down by itself. Or go down by Blizzard! Critical on Altaria, 4 times super effective. You know how I was just talking about how it went back and forth. How there was an advantage for Kasper, because it was 6 to 4. It's 3 to 4 now. Bongo leads. Okay, this final is good. Let's go Duckworth.
Porygon Z is sent out.
Let's send out Lovey, and now we know that the ordering on that side is correct. Just need to make sure I send out Kyogre before Tropius in the other one. Suddenly it's advantage Bongo. It can change like that. Duckworth with a jump kick.
Hit.
Resisted. Poison point is... We get the poison point on one of the final 2. Oh, is that Bongo's win con? Is Nidoqueen the MVP? With the Blizzard, like the crit didn't matter, but still Blizzard, 2 poison points. Nidoqueen was the MVP in the semifinals by hitting both, I believe, an Overheat and a Flare Blitz against the Ice types of Trevor. I believe it was Overheat against the Bombastone and then Flare Blitz against Mamoswine, and that Flare Blitz on Mamoswine was through Snowcloak and Double Team. They already have 1 less Pokemon, Kasper, and now they're poisoned. Bongo, if you can hear me, you need to aim at Togekiss. Kasper wants to see Aromatherapy or just Hyper Beam. Flame Wheel, that's not going to do a lot, especially against a dragon. Bongo loves to see this. I was about to say, if they get burned, Bongo doesn't love to see that. Flail. It's not going to do much damage, and that can act. If this is poison point again. Oh my god, Nidoqueen! Oh, we didn't get the poison point in Ludicolo, but you got it on Altaria, you got it on Porygon Z, you got it on Togekiss!
A clean hit.
This is why I had Flame Buddy on one of my Pokemon on my team. Because stuff like this can happen. Spikes, doesn't matter. Because Swellow, even though it stands on the ground, it's a flying type, won't take damage from it. 1/8 of max health damage every turn. It's not the last 2 actually, Duckworth and Lovey. We still have Swellow after this. But if they can't take out either Malaysia or Tessarion soon, are we gonna see a 4v1? We've seen a near like 4v1 to the one side winning comeback. I think we've seen it once with a 3v1 with a 1-1. Sounds weird, 1-1. We've never seen it with a 4v1. It's potentially possible where Swellow turns it around. Does anyone remember how much damage Swellow was at before it U-turned out? I don't. Haze, stat changes are removed. Not much damage or not much health less? I asked for damage, I assume not much damage. No! Malaise! Not again! Not like in game 1. It was Malaise again in the same spot. Poison damage and struggle. I think Team Seahorse wins unless we need the absolute miracle. The only way Team Seahorse doesn't become champion now is Malaysia and Tessarion MVP now. But the only way Team Seahorse doesn't become champion now is if Malaysia or Tessarion pulls off self-destruct or explosion in the next 2 turns. Because then it's a 2v1 against Swellow and then maybe. But it looks like it's going to be a 4-0 victory, maybe. We've seen 2-0, 2-0. It'd be Ryan against Trevor. We've seen 2-0, 2-0 here.
Unbelievable. The Pokemon that just used
It is
the move went
2v4.
down. I bet the trainer wasn't expecting that.
I bet malaise means to imprison in some foreign language, says Shinzo in the chat. Maybe it does.
Multiple hits. It keeps dealing damage.
Poison plus struggle takes out Togekiss on the next hit. Swellow won't be poisoned, but in a way, that might be bad because Guts isn't active. Kasper, for your sake, for the sake of the Forever Lock, you need to get a 1v4 comeback while Imprison is active.
Swellow is sent out.
We can't have Swellow use
Both
Protect
corners
now
still have a chance to
while
win this.
Malaise
What kind of
explodes.
developments can we expect to see next?
Maybe Malaise uses Magnitude, takes out Desarion, and then I don't know, you can't do ground moves to make sure Willow doesn't get hit, but because then Malaise doesn't get hit. Is this the final turn already? Do we have a champ?
Big hit.
Crit struggle. Imprisoned user is down. Probably the best Willow could have done. But it's still a 1v2 scenario on the field, 1v3 total. Are we gonna see Kyogre or is it done?
Uses its
Toxic
move.
Spikes doesn't do anything. We're gonna see we're gonna see Kyogre. I pressed the correct button. Almost Swellow's following Staraptor's footsteps, yeah.
Is sent out.
The crit struggles. The Sarion's not too far away from going down. Keiko using Magnitude would do that. What? A Shockwave? Maybe a Shockwave in a bit. Imprison no more. No poison on Willow. Chances exist, but they're low. A good Thunder would finish it in the rain, but Willow goes first. Don't use Explosion, please. Heal Bell. No, we needed Heal Bell when the guys were poisoned. Not now. You're too late, Willow. You wanted to do that when you were back in your ball still. Charge Beam. That's super effective.
A brilliant hit.
Nidoqueen doesn't get the boost, but it doesn't matter. I think. Keiko, you're going to finish it. Stab. Aqua Tail in the rain. Unnecessary critical hit.
It couldn't survive the second hit and goes down.
0, 3, Bongo. Team Seahorse
Set
is
and
the
match.
champion.
The corner has won the game.
Yeah, crit totally mattered, TJ. Team Seahorse wins. The only NFE in the last 8, I think. There weren't that many in the last 16. I became a fan of Team Seahorse when it made it through, and it made it through again. Back and forth the entire time. I would like to point out, at one point, this final battle was 6 against 4. Right? 6 against 4. In the time that Bongo took out 6 Pokemon, they only lost 1. MVP to Sarion for the semifinals against Kasper. Well, it was great. Sure, Poison Bite, I think, activated once against the Spiritomb. I think. And then hitting the Overheat on a bomb instead of hitting the Flare Blitz on Mamoswine through Snowcloak and Double Team. Here again, 3 Poison Point activations, 2 of which mattered. The Blizzard hit, taking 2 Pokemon out. And then Latias. In Battle 1, it was because Ludicolo with Rain Dish was scary. And I thought it was advantage Kasper up until that point. Imprison literally sealed the deal. Here, Poison Point on 3 different Pokemon. And Imprison didn't just seal the deal on a KO. Imprison didn't just seal the deal on a battle victory. Imprison sealed the deal on a championship. The person behind the Bongo Battle Pass was here in the chat watching this live at the start of the bronze match, but they had to go. They'll be watching this VOD later today, tomorrow, and see their team claim victory. Champion of PBR Metronome Tournament 3. Team Seahorse. We call it Team Seahorse, but really the MVPs are the Nidoqueen and Latias. Kasper was close for the Forever Lock, but they still get a silver medal. Massive achievement. But this, everyone, is your squad. This is your champion trainer. Actually, I need to go into free battle again so I can get an easier view of the Pokemon. I guess I have to do a regular PBR video now with this team just to have a fun challenge with it against some low rank Coliseum. Just to have fun. I'll probably keep the Bongo Battle Pass around for a while. Maybe use a trainer in select battle on occasion. Like for the very first tournament, the Chobin Battle Pass, which was in group stage here again, that's still the same Battle Pass and the same trainer from the first Metronome tournament. I just kept it and used it for select battle usually. Someone chose Chobin, so I'm like, I'll just use this Battle Pass again. Easy. Same Pokemon too. Our champion. Seahorse, Seahorse, Seahorse. TJ saying, like TJ, the person behind the Travel Battle Pass. Your championship defense was almost successful. P4. You lost to Bongo in the semifinals and said, if you can't beat him, join him and root for Bongo. And it is Bongo that became the champion. At least you can say, you might have been fourth, but at least you lost to the person that was champion. Seahorse, Musa, Dreamer, Tessarion, Malaise, and Keiko. This is your Metronome Tournament champion.